Factorize and simplify. Here, our goal is to factorize this algebraic expression. And notice that we have this expression at the bottom. So let's factorize this expression at the bottom. And in order to do that, what we're going to do is we're going to say, okay, notice that this is positive 5, and notice that this is negative 12. We're going to say, okay, what two numbers that I can use that when I add them, I get positive 5, and when I multiply them, I get negative 24. Again, what two numbers that I can use that when I add them, I get 5, and when I multiply them, I get negative 24. Indeed, the two numbers that we can use are 8 and negative 3, because 8 plus negative 3 is positive 5, and 8 times negative 3 is negative 24. This is useful in factorizing this expression that we have here. So we take 5x and we express it as 8x minus 3x. And that's because 8x minus 3x is definitely 5x. And so we have 2x squared plus, instead of writing 5x, we write 8x minus 3x, because we express 5x as 8x minus 3x, because 8x minus 3x is definitely 5x. And we have minus 12 here. Now we factorize this particular expression, and then we're going to factorize this particular expression here. And so we say that 2 is a common factor in this term and this term, because 2 could go into itself and 2 could go into 8. 2 is a factor of 8. And then we also factorize, we factor out an x, because x is common in this term and also in this term. So we factor out 2x, right? And when we factor out 2x from this particular expression, we are left with x plus 4. And we know that we are left with x plus 4 because 2x multiplied by x is 2x squared, and 2x multiplied by 4 is 8x, right? So 2x multiplied by x is 2x squared, and 2x multiplied by 4 is 8x. And so this right here is a factorized form of this particular expression on top. Now in this case, with these two terms, we factor out a negative 3. And when we factor out a negative 3, we are left with x plus 4, because negative 3 times x is negative 3x, and negative 3 multiplied by positive 4 is negative 12. And so we have to have x plus 4. Notice that x plus 4 is a factor of this term, and x plus 4 is also a factor of this term. So x plus 4 is a common factor of these two terms. And so we could factor out the x plus 4. And when we factor out x plus 4, we are left with 2x minus 3. And so we have 2x minus 3 here. So the factorized form of this particular expression on top, 2x squared plus 5x minus 12, is definitely x plus 4 multiplied by 2x minus 3. Now that we know what is the factored form of this particular expression at the bottom, instead of writing this particular expression, we are going to write its factorized form. So we write x plus 4 multiplied by 2x minus 3. And as a numerator, we still have 2x minus 3. Next, we can cancel. So we can cancel out 2x minus 3 with 2x minus 3. So these two cancel. And we are left with 1 at the top. And at the bottom, we are left with x plus 4. And so our answer here is 1 over x plus 4. Now, we don't need to keep the brackets. So we just could write 1 over x plus 4. We could remove the brackets, okay? Or the parentheses. So our answer here is definitely 1 over x plus 4. And that's the answer to this particular question.